Test, test. We're live. Hey folks, it's Monday doing Stardew Valley with a new save. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. Enjoying your Monday, of course. Oh, they call the mutts.
I didn't feel like going live today.
That's okay.
Had quite a weekend to suggest.
Yeah, I think did both very well to get through that, and I can imagine. Yeah, it's going to take some time for your body, even if you're feeling okay. Your body will still be recovering.
Yeah, I was very weird a little bit yesterday.
I'm glad you were able to kind of talk to the people, and
Yeah, they were nice.
yeah,
So were the dogs actually.
that's things all.
1 second, but is it me or does I don't know if Nick's also installed the outfit mods, but is it me or does no one, including our own player characters, have noses?
Yeah, mine doesn't have a nose.
Yeah.
Oh, Floor does, so Richard has nose.
They took out noses in this mod.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
didn't
like
install
that.
it, so I still have a nose.
Yeah, you have a nose. I'm wondering if I like this style.
I'm not a fan actually.
No, I will not change it now. I'll be honest in that. I will change it next time. Because it means redrawing a lot.
Mm.
I didn't do this part. I only did some redrawings for Abigail's portrait. So the sprites I didn't touch. So that's the mod.
Huh.
I'm literally already gonna cheat with the Iridium Sprinklers.
Mm. Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Just go straight in for the iridium sprinklers because it saves a lot of time.
You know, it's where we left off, and I already have my new file with Lisa, and I kind of also want to do a solo file because while co-op is fun because of co-op, I really want to see all the cutscenes again of everyone, and it's just not possible with time going. You know?
Oh yeah.
And I just don't want to have like the same intro I've done 100 times for the fourth time in the same week.
No.
So like I'm just gonna focus on some other aspects of the game. But yeah, it was nice people. Yeah, British, yeah, and from the RAF, you know.
Oh yes, yeah.
But he wasn't British himself, but he was in a lot of connections with them because his father, the owner, was a Dutch man. That when we got occupied by the Germans, some Dutch did this. Took a boat, some even rowboats, you know, just whatever to get out of here. Took a small boat and sailed to England. To enlist in the British Army to try to liberate their own country along with the English.
Hey dealer, how's it going, dude? Good to see you.
Well, maybe a lot is a big word.
Hope you've been having a good Monday. Enjoyed your weekend.
Did that.
Yeah.
They even got their own the brigade in the British Army in World War II, completely of Dutch exiles.
Oh.
Named after one of the Dutch princes at that time, the Princess Irene Brigade. Full British gear and uniforms, but with they spoke Dutch, with their own officers even.
Oh.
Well, those are like in our national lore, they are like heroes, you know, that sailed to England.
Pizza Hut's HR called me while I was taking a nap, so called them back after an hour.
And it wasn't
Said they're
even
calling me back again.
just because of
5
the
hours.
Germans,
Oh no, dear. I hate when that
the
happens.
British, of course, because of the Germans, had like filled that whole coast with landmines. And as a random Dutch dude in a small boat, you don't know where the mines and landmines, sea mines, you don't know where those are.
Oh no.
So it was with a lot of risk. And his father did that and joined the RAF.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting there.
Also got a call in class today, so I asked the teacher if she'd let me take it in the hallway. Turns out it wasn't anything related to a job, but Robert asked me if I wanted an erotic massage. Oh wow.
Difficult.
On a rampage.
Yes.
I allow that message to you, because apparently erotic is a bit too sexual, but I never had that one before.
And did you probably not update the UI mod yourself?
I did not, no. I was thinking of doing so, but I wasn't sure if it would break anything else, so I thought, well, I'll save it for now.
It's not like broken, and you can still use it. Press the I, and you get any item you want.
Yeah.
The only thing that I noticed is that the the hearts, the friendship hearts.
Oh yes.
You cannot see those fill. They're
Oh.
just like vanilla. You just only see them when completely filled.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only difference. You can still check out how much days you have left for your crops and stuff. So it's not, you don't miss much except the hearts.
Okay.
That's why I wasn't really paying attention about the fact it's
Yeah, 'cause I saw it worked without updating it, but I called the red text and Snappy. But obviously you update it, it's all fine now.
yeah. Just if you really like to see how much hearts you still have left.
Yeah.
Like that, like that, like that, like that. It's a bit of calculating with the damn sprinklers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What the best is, and then I noticed like, oh, it's already 11 almost in game, and I haven't planted any seed.
Yeah, put the parsnips down for now. Maybe tomorrow I'll look at arranging the farm.
Yeah, I'll do the same in the tomorrow, I guess.
Can you move the cabins around, or is it only you that can move the cabins?
No, you can.
Okay. So I might put my cabin somewhere else.
Yeah, don't put it in the middle of my field.
Why not?
Well, it's not four corners for nothing, man. Yeah, I'll do the damn farm tomorrow. Hey, you have a person in your chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but my subscription to Restream comes to an end. Is it next week? Next week, I think. So I think I might not renew it and actually set up my own Restream thing.
Oh, really?
Because it's like 190 a year. Just have it stream to multiple places and put the chat together. So
10,000 already? What the fuck did you sell?
Something.
you've been selling a lot of gold or something.
I didn't even think this was 10k because I thought they were 5k. I sold a treasure chest just to give myself a head start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're 5k each. But you have the special treasure chests that are a lot more.
No, Demetrius, I don't like you. Like I said, I was gonna get a head start, okay?
Made a silly PC shopping list today. Oh, what do you mean by that, dealer? Like you dream PC? I've done that before. I've gone onto our website and just put all the parts I'd love to have a PC and then close the window.
I once went to Apple website
Oh yeah.
where you can also build custom PCs and see what's the most expensive thing they offer. What's the most I can put into one machine?
Oh yeah.
The answer was 65,000 euros.
Ooh.
I didn't have that on my bank account, so I ended up getting it out of my shopping cart.
Yeah.
I was short a little bit.
Maybe 4 months. If I manage to get a job, I'll be able to upgrade from the rust bucket I have. Shopping list of parts that are affordable and worth the money. Oh yeah. It's good exercise to do because you do like your mini shopping list for PC stuff, and then you wait until you have money, and then you do it again because you know how much money you need to have. But then the parts might be better by the time you go to buy them. Well, they could be cheaper.
Sorry for the cough.
Okay.
But yes, there have been some usage of the letter I.
Hmm.
Might have done so, but anyway. Nah, I'm gonna keep it with this.
Yeah, selling a few items I don't technically have, so I can get the bag upgrade.
If at least that's complaining about me, but Hug Junkie has 999 ancient food. Like, the only reason I dare to do this because I'm not actually live. You're
Yeah,
ashamed.
I'm showing the world I'm cheating right now.
Talk to my wife. I'm gonna look into getting them noses. It's a bit
Mm.
weird. But maybe
Yeah.
after the whole day we have how do you say?
After the second day, we've made 1 million.
I'm not gonna do much to past this. It's just
Yeah, get a foot in.
yes.
It does really cool. I like that.
Maybe I'll send you.
I like to. Obviously, you can see the two dogs, and you just got a little Aussie with a hat.
And our house is in it.
Ah,
It's very small, but that's done because of then some people. I think I've told old friends from the old neighborhood that are very unsupportive, so to say. Basically jealous.
okay, yeah,
We think that's a little bit childish.
yeah,
So we will still send them Christmas cards.
of course.
And I was like, okay, then this year we always do something with the animals, but this year I'm like, let's put the house in.
Yeah, I'm all in favour of being extra nice to people that are not feeling too nice towards you.
No, but like, if I've told all like, this is people for 16 years we went on vacation with, you know, at the moment we left, they completely ignored, even when we had some trouble with some doctor-related things.
Right.
No, they literally live like we had the doctor's post next to our old house.
Yeah.
So also their current house, and there were some miscommunications between the pharmacies, and we just had to get some things fixed. So we literally went to ask them like, could you please go there, pick something up for us?
Yeah.
You know, if we give you money, you can mail it to us, but it's important. Complete ignore. Complete.
Oh.
My mother's birthday, they did end up sending a card to my mother.
Right.
Just a regular one. My mother replies in text, you know. It's a text message because the phone they did not pick up anyway. And like, okay, thank you that you wished me happy birthday, nice card. How are you doing? You know,
Yeah.
nothing.
Hmm. That's a shame.
Yeah. So yeah, they will get a new card with the house, they're jealous.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
Yeah.
I made mistakes, I guess. It's not the way. I have no energy. Like there's a lot of neighbors that we never really cared about anyway, so that they don't really reply. Who cares? But people you went on vacation with for like 16 years, that's different.
Yeah. You expect them to be still friendly.
Because I'm sure if it was the other way around, we would have helped them out with everything.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Very good instructions. Okay, I finally got a field.
Nice. Oh, I bought Nix and I tickets to that concert in London.
Stardew.
Stardew, yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was very lucky. In 10 minutes, all the tickets had sold. But yeah, I was clicking on like I'd like to buy that seat, and he goes, "Sorry, not available." Okay, that one. Nope, that's not available now. So I just clicked. Just give me 2 seats. Just give me the best 2 seats you have right now, and I just bought those ones. And by that point, they were the only the cheaper seats left.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, it's,
I do want to go sometime, but I just hope that one day it will not be in Rotterdam.
yeah. I hope so. Like last time it was only in London, but now they're doing London and Manchester. But London is actually slightly closer for us.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was in Manchester.
No, Manchester's like 2.5 hours, where London's only 2 hours.
How did you and your family become Manchester fans then?
It's mainly through my friend Ollie. It's kind of like sort of followed his interests and stuff, and we kind of went to the football together.
Is he from Manchester originally?
His family is, yeah.
Oh, I thought you once told me your father was also in Manchester.
Oh no, my father is Wolverhampton. So like to the west of Birmingham.
Are those in the Premier League?
They were. I think they dropped down again now. They went up and they were at the bottom of the Premier League for like a season, and then they dropped again.
But England has more than 2 professional leagues, right?
Yeah, so we got the Premier League, and then we got League One and League Two.
We only have basically Premier League, what we call it, little translation, Honor League,
Okay,
or Honor Division.
right.
Not military, but in Dutch it doesn't sound like that.
Hmm.
That's the highest, which is like the Premier League, you know.
Yes.
Those are also the teams you will see in the Champions League.
Yep.
The Premier League teams. And then we have the first division.
Yep.
And that's where it stops in the Netherlands.
Okay.
After that, it's all amateur football. And you can drop down from the our Premier League to the first division.
Yeah.
But they put a lock on the first division, so amateur teams. I think sometimes they open it like every 5 or 10 years, but in
Right.
general you cannot go from amateur to the lowest of the professional anymore.
Oh,
Used to
okay.
be like that, but they put a stop on it.
Yeah,
But
because
I know a lot of countries like England have more than just 2 like we have.
yeah, I mean we have it so it's that the 3 teams at the bottom of the Premier League have to fight to stay in the Premier League, and then the loser out of those 3 drops down to Division 1, and the 3 at the top of Division 1 fight out to be the top, in which then they move up when the other one moves down, and the same between Division 1 and Division 2.
Yeah, we always have 2 ones dropping down,
Okay.
sometimes 3. So what we do is can someone help water, because I don't someone with a good
I have not much energy left, so I will only do a bit.
Might have a little bit, and by the time I get
can
over
you
there.
help?
Gold?
Yes. No judging.
I will.
Thank you. Thank you. I can sleep in my bed if it's too far.
Might
So
just make it.
the lowest 2 of the honor division, they instantly go to the first division. Then the 3rd lowest and the best 2 of the first division go up.
Right.
then the third lowest of the highest division has to do a game against the third best from the first division,
Okay.
and the winner of that one goes to the either stays or goes to the highest division where Ajax always is. So there could be three changes, but if the one that's like I think in this case it's 15th place because you have 18 teams,
Right.
they could defend their position. So sometimes it's three, sometimes it's two.
Okay.
So that yeah, depends on the year. But that's not really that. Like I'm not really a football watcher. I just only watch the Ajax games. So you know that those are like the classic. It's in the classic top of the Dutch football. Like that's what like a lot of people say. There's like supporters of, like the smaller teams in the highest division. They know they will never get champion. You know that's just not what kind of team it is. They
Yeah.
actually like it that there's some excitement in then can we defend our position staying in the highest division.
Right. Yeah.
And that's like there's a lot of teams that are just not bad but just not good. They will never win, but they will also never really get kicked out of the division. So they will always, at best, they become a sixth for the time. At worst, they become 13th. And I've heard fans of those teams like, yeah, I like to watch the games, but it's never really any excitement for us because we never win, but we also never really lose.
Right. Yeah.
So there's not much to root for. And then we have the of course, beside the division championship, which has points. I think it's the same in every European country. Besides that, we also have the cup,
Right. Yeah.
just like in England, and that one's for everyone, also the amateur teams.
Cool.
But I think the amateur teams have way more matches they have to go through in the beginning until they reach the professional teams.
Right.
But sometimes they hold on really long, and like even last year Ajax was kicked out of the cup by an amateur team, of dudes that not even paid. They have like €50 own bought football shoes, and then they beat the team.
Okay, dealer. Thanks, stream. Good night. Good night. Hope you have a good rest, dealer, and hope you have a better day
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna build coop.
Nice.
Awesome.
That was so shameful. I couldn't even be angry. I was just like, this is just something. That's a real low point. I could only laugh.
Hmm.
But I don't think one has ever won the cup, any of the amateur teams. But some have ended up like third place, which is quite good for the little bunch of amateurs going against other professional teams and also the Champions League. Sometimes they're just some kind of like divine wind,
Yeah.
They just win. Kind of fun. Is it the same in England that like even like the amateur level of teams can like join in on the cup?
No, it's mainly with the Premier League. So unless they're in the Premier League, you don't tend to see. They have their own cups, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, we just have this one.
Yeah.
We just got the cup.
Hmm.
Bacon. And the winner of the cup has one match against the winner of the like the league, and that they get another thing. If I have to literally translate it, would be dish, but
Right.
I don't know if that's correct. Unless the cup and the competition winner are the same, then it's the competition 1 versus 2.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not too familiar the exacts, but yeah, I know the basic kind of structures and what's going on.
Why am I for some reason, because it's dark outside in the game, when I entered my house it was like nighttime. What's this?
Oh.
Couldn't on 4. That's not nice. Did you have the group built already? Je valt weer uit.
Ja.
Je hebt jezelf gemute.
Ja, ik eet.
Oh. Sorry voor de Dutch. Ik zie geen Robin in beeld. En ik denk dat het geen bug is. Ik denk dat nu tegenwoordig iedereen Lord Robin kan inbeelden.
Dat zou cool zijn. Ja, ik kon dat niet doen. Trouwens.
Oh ja, dat weet ik niet. Sorry for the Dutch.
Okay.
We were talking about bugs we had in our solo games.
Ah.
I miss my nose.
But he wouldn't let me leave the saloon.
Still going for Emily?
I'm looking around, see what my options are. Might have a look at some of the people from Ridgeside Valley.
Next already has Sophia.
Yeah.
Then there's Claire, but that's one of the more difficult ones. Because you can only speak to her a couple of times a week.
Right.
Then there's Victor, he's a dude, and his mother. There's an option to date them both at the same time, if some weird mother-son threesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't tried that. It was a bit weird to me, you know?
Yeah.
Then there's another dude, but he's almost near impossible. You only get him like if you finish the island already, so you're very far into the game.
Right.
I think the only you could just take one of the two. You could get the mother. Am I missing someone?
You could date Claire from Georgia,
Yeah, the sidecar, but he's lost her.
but you can also look for vanilla characters.
And,
True.
and anyone from its side you can do.
Hmm.
If you want a lot of dialogue every day, I highly recommend getting someone from Ridgeside.
I shall think about that one.
Why did the dude that made this game was like, okay, I like Stardew, but I don't like noses.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's really weird. Only Ridgeside people have noses.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed that. Walking around Ridgeside, everyone has a nose.
Yeah, the mods I downloaded only were for expanded and vanilla. So Ridgeside is not affected.
Yeah.
I will see what I can do like tomorrow. Because I think I saw separate nose files in the.
Yeah, I think last time I looked at mods and stuff like that, the noses were separate.
I mean, I can change the sprites of the characters, of course, but that's from the main farmer. I think.
Yeah, it does become more apparent when you're running side to side.
Yeah, only then it is. It's not that much drawing. It's only the side characters. I mean, the side sprites.
Yeah. I wonder why they put the noses separate.
Oh, cool. At first I thought maybe it's because of my lead draws of Abigail's, but one, I only did the portrait, so that shouldn't affect it, and two, it's every sprite, so
Yeah.
no real clue. Why? Let me check in the files. Shouldn't be a problem opening them if I just not touch them. I don't think it's a great idea to remove files while in game.
Hmm.
Wait, what?
Nix? What the? It's a lot.
What did you sell?
Whoops.
I'm okay with that. It's all up to yourself, you know, as long as you do not get like bored in the end.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
sold a load of red plates.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, there's a separate nose file, but it just won't load.
Oh. Who knows?
I'll go to the books. There's a ticket, no nose.
Hmm.
Boss. Nose. Wait 1 second, I see something. There's somewhere like mod options in Stardew,
I think there is a mod menu somewhere.
but where?
I have no idea.
UI info options.
Might be on the actual main menu. I think there's like a little button on the corner in the main menu that allows you to
Ah,
change
I
stuff.
get it now. It's not a bug, and that's why they're separate. The guy actually thinks the face is a prettier with no nose,
Oh,
but since he understands not everyone agrees,
right.
if you go in the configuration, you have to just change the no nose
Ah,
to true or false.
Oh, okay.
You can also turn off thing. I might actually wouldn't mind quickly doing that after this day, just a real quick in and out,
Sure.
yeah, sure.
because it does bother me. He just doesn't like noses.
It's a weird notion.
Maybe he doesn't have one eye at all. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be prejudiced towards noses.
Or she.
Well, that's true.
For some reason, when it's people on the internet, it's all I always just say he.
Hmm.
Probably not always correct.
No, but it's the ongoing assumption that everyone on the internet is male until otherwise said.
Well, for me, mostly they're male, especially if they said they're not.
Hmm.
Well, especially if it's in MMOs.
Yeah, if you're in an MMO and you're playing, someone's playing as a character with as a woman with hardly any clothing on.
Yeah, that's mostly
Most likely, do, yeah.
including me. I always play as female characters.
I can't recall if I've ever played an MMO as a female character. Because when I played World of Warcraft, I had quite a few characters, but I think they were all male.
You know, WoW, I switched. Like, I think, like the more, like the brutal style characters. Anyway, like if I made more like monster-like, like orcs or trolls or undead, I played male.
Right.
My Blood Elf Hunter was a female.
Oh, cool.
I never played Night Elf, I think.
I think, did I do a night elf? I might have done one night elf. I think I was a night elf druid that went around as a cat most of the time.
Nice. I had 4 characters. I switched around. I had a. My first ever was an undead warrior.
Yep, same.
With the mohawk,
Yes.
then mine as well. It just looked best.
Oh yeah.
And that warrior, I played that up until the first expansion. Then I took a night elf, a blood elf hunter.
Cool.
And then in Lich King, I played I switched to a blood elf. What's it called? Dead Knight.
Oh yeah.
And then in Cataclysm, the last expansion I played, I was in the mood for warrior again, but I thought it was funny if I did a goblin warrior, so the most badass melee style with a very small dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, I started off with the undead warrior. I had a troll hunter. What else do I have? Yeah, definitely had a night elf druid. Don't think I played a blood elf. I had a dwarf. Didn't play too much with a dwarf.
Yeah, I might have had like more characters. I just wanted to, let's say, see what are the options for you.
Yeah, I've had a few characters I just made, but didn't really play too much with.
And the four I said, the ones I really played.
Yeah,
Yeah, Final Fantasy is very alt friendly.
right.
I mean, in WoW you only had like your class, but in Final Fantasy you play all classes and actually get bonuses if you have multiple classes on one character. So why would you make a new one?
Yeah, I saw something about that recently. That's Final Fantasy takes away the need for making multiple characters because you just respec your character.
Yeah, and not even respec because you will keep your old stats.
Oh, okay.
It's more like, I don't know if you've tried RuneScape. It's more like you can level this skill, you can level that skill. You know, the classes are more like the RuneScape skills. Whatever
Right.
you level, you level.
Gotcha.
And Final Fantasy has no trade between characters.
Right.
So the only way would, let's say you do a boss fight and you get this really good weapon for this class, and you have another character that's a main for that class. There's no way to get it there. So that's why you might as well just play the class on your own, on your own, just all classes.
Hmm.
And then the weird thing is they actually ask more money. They have a special like subscription plan for if you want more characters across save files, and the cheapest already is 8.
Oh, right.
And since they do not really give you any reason to have more than one, why would I pay more to get 16?
Yeah.
I already don't really want 2 on the game. So I always kind of liked having different characters, you know.
Yeah, if you want different play styles, you just load up that character and go, well, today I feel like just waving a sword around.
And
Or
now you
today.
can put that on one
Yeah.
character, but sometimes it was even appearance-wise. I feel like being a goblin. Sometimes I feel like,
Yeah.
but that's the only reason. If you feel like I want a different-looking character, but there's no real good reason behind it.
No.
But my Final Fantasy character is female
Nice.
in a short skirt. Named Yuko.
Okay.
Yuko Suka Koko.
Nice.
Written, if you read it until you pronounce it, you think it's a Japanese name until you pronounce it.
Hmm.
I need to watch out because a good friend of mine that played Final Fantasy a lot for years, his character's name was Long Dong Silver,
Right. Yeah.
and he actually got a warning that if he didn't change it soon, he got like termination.
Oh right.
I think my name also could fall into that category.
True.
I
Yeah.
don't see why.
Okay, after sleep, I'll kill the game for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Put in noses. It's just weird, you know.
Hmm.
Nix hasn't installed it yet, so they actually can just play with some mouse.
Yeah, I'm also going to install noses.
I don't really see where the config. Ah, there. This is a JSON file. But
Yeah.
Can I actually change it as a? I will see. With the boost of my effective voicing again. Not now, I mean, we just started it.
Hmm.
Maybe tomorrow. I haven't played in a while. I think I'm kicked from my clan.
Hmm. I suppose if they.
I just noticed I didn't have the Discord in my list anymore, but I haven't played in months and haven't spoken there, so maybe they're like, yeah, sorry, you know. We only want active members. Huh?
Yeah. Something like that.
Especially since there's a maximum of 50 members, so if they've got some people that are like very excited about it, they just check, okay, who hasn't spoken in here for like 6 months, okay, you know, sorry, bye.
Yeah. That's fair, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even mind. I didn't really do much with it anyway. I just clicked on being in a clan and you got some bonuses, but I never really helped them out, so.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm not sad about it.
Okay, how do you change it?
Cool, yeah.
Kill the game, please.
I have. Edit with configure, right click mouse, edit with nose pad. No nose to it's false. It's uneditable though. No.
Which file do I need to look at
Ah.
the first one?
On the main menu, you can tick it. I think.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. On the main menu, bottom left, you have a cog.
It is. I did it in the configure file.
Okay.
Writing false.
Yeah. That's all the mods you can change settings for in one go.
Let me just do that.
I'm just gonna do that as restarting, starting.
With noses again.
Yay for noses.
It's really weird without the noses, like we're all Voldemort.
You meet me watching Lord of the Rings for the first time in his life.
Ah.
I mean, that's there. People who've never seen it.
Yeah. You think by now you're onto like many watches.
But what is the name of the mod where I need to do the noses?
It's not your characters.
Okay. Yeah.
You can change female shoes to dainty, but I don't know what dainty means.
Small.
I'll just keep it as it is.
It is very comfortable. So fluffy. It's just like woolly inside, like a sheep. So soft.
I have a nose again.
Hey. Just waiting for
The
these.
fact that they put it in is one thing, but the fact they
Hmm.
have it as default for not having a nose is new in fight code. It's a bit weird in my opinion.
Hmm.
You'd say humans having noses is the default.
Hmm. It's not come up this time. I'll have to use the code. Last time it was in the list.
No clue.
Maybe it's the noses.
Maybe. It just looks more natural like this. Oh, we have the pink cat.
Noise.
What do we want to call it? Anyone have an idea?
No, what do you
Bears.
Berus. That's a pink cat. Nah, it's purple.
Ah.
From Dragon Ball.
Ah, okay.
He's the god of destruction of the universe 7.
Right.
Very strong. Wait 1 second, someone's spamming me. There's someone, the one flat,
Hmm.
he, what did he say? Well, he's not one of your viewers and I'm not live anyway. He's not trying to be mean, but you know, he's not extremely talented at all.
No.
I like to say like that. And so he complains a lot that he cannot digitally draw the same as me.
Right.
Okay. So he tries to keep buying the same software I use,
Gotcha. Yeah.
and that's okay. But I'm just trying to keep telling him it's not a one-click wonder thing if you get the same software. He basically already owns the whole Adobe suite because he bought that, and I have a competitor of Adobe I use, but it's like competitor in a way that is almost the same.
Right.
It's not a whole different program where you can like draw and it's definitely not better than Illustrator. It's just the same as, but from a different company.
Yeah.
So I try to keep telling him, you're not, your drawings are not gonna come out any different compared to your illustrated drawings. If you buy Affinity, you just have like a double, you just have two vector programs then in that case. You're not gonna get the same drawings as me.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe me. I mean, okay. There goes more tax money.
Yeah.
No, but there have been more instances of conversations like this where the irritating part is where I like 4 or 5 times explain to him why something will not work well how he thinks it will. Then he does it anyway, and then he complains later it doesn't work how he thinks it will. To me.
Yeah.
And keep spam calling me if I can help him fix it.
You should.
No, I won't. Like he now is he only uses Windows at the moment.
Right. Yeah.
He used to only use Apple.
Okay.
That's also the dumb thing. He already knew how to use Apple. He had all his music programs on it, all his drawing programs. One random person said you should use Windows instead of Apple. He throws away just like a 1.5-year-old Mac
Right.
to buy a new gaming PC.
Right.
This is tax money, you know.
Hmm.
Literally, he gets his shit from the government, which is a good thing. It exists to help out people, but sometimes, like if they just keep doing this, then I understand why things can be expensive.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not up to me to have an opinion about that. It's to do something about it. But so he only used Apple, and then he saw this game on Steam. I think it was Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah.
He asked me, can I play this on Apple? I go to the Steam page, and it says platforms. Windows on. So I tell him, no.
Hmm.
Simple answer. Why not? Because it says so on the page, you know.
Yeah.
I explain, okay. He says, but they do give me an option to pay for it. Yeah, and on Steam you can pay for anything. Then the moment you click on, then you own it in your library. I could make a purchase on Steam from my phone, you know. And then I can later on, if I'm, back home, install it on my PC.
Yeah. I've done that before.
Yeah. So it's like, because I can buy it, I think it will work. He said, it will most definitely not. You will waste 40 euros.
Hmm.
He says, I'm gonna try anyway. He buys the game. Clicks on the game, there's no installer. No option to install because it recognizes it's on Mac OS.
Yeah.
He asked me why. He asked me to fix it.
Right.
What can we do now? I said, what you could have done is listen from the start and listen to me that you do not own a Windows PC at this moment.
Hmm.
And this is just one example.
Yeah. I know that there are ways around it, but it's at that point you're just making it more work for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I could have him run a Windows emulator, but we're not at a point where it would take like 3.5 years to get that on this computer.
Yeah. It's just not worth the time and effort.
No. And he will break it in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Then you have to fix it for him.
He had some computer problems. Me and me tried to help him. It took hours. It
Right.
just didn't work. Nothing could work on his PC. Then we saw something. He didn't own a C drive or D drive for any of those type of drives.
Oh.
Where are your hard drives or SSDs? Yeah, just here. But I thought C drive and D drive is boarding names, so I gave him cute names. He named them after anime girls he liked.
Right.
After installing everything, so no part was working anymore.
No.
And tried to fix that from a distance.
Hmm.
But explaining to someone that it was horror.
Yeah.
Because he's also screaming the whole time because it doesn't work in the like instantly.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that being extremely painful.
So the fact he's asking me now where the website is where I buy my shit, I'm like, I already feel the wanting a tutorial from me incoming, so I'd rather not share the same software with him. So there's
Yeah,
no reason to ask me about it. So
that's very understandable.
what can we do? I mean, he has access to the internet, so he will find it in the end.
True.
Be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to give him some different tips because it's just vector programs, you know, it's just vectors.
Yeah.
And I can show Tom of he's drawing a comic as well.
Could someone help me water?
Yes, he's drawing a comic as well, and it's very flat.
Right. Yeah.
Like I've improved from my old comic, but one of the critiques for myself was it is also a bit flat compared, especially compared to what I make now.
Yeah.
My old stuff. Well, my old comic was the most is a non-flat thing in existence compared to his. But that's okay. Not everyone does the same. I
No.
can make fun. But he wants more, like even like he wants the cloud 3D style. I've done that with vectors as well. But it's all when I make things that look like I made it in Blender 3D, that it actually isn't. You know, it's just making use of shades and like um, colors flowing from like dark and light, etc. to make it look like it's round, but actually just flat vectors.
Yeah. It's kind of just
But yeah, he saw me do that, and he wasn't able to like recreate that in Illustrator, which is basically the same program as mine.
yeah.
So he's like, I need your program. Like, yeah, but I just know how to make use of colors to make it look like it's a 3D doll.
Yeah.
He had me draw a doll. So I'm trying to explain, like, whenever you get affinity, you will not get the same results unless you learn how to do that, and I'm not going to be a teacher.
Mm.
If you really want to have something of instant 3D, use your Blender. He already knows Blender. He knows Blender. Like I'm a bit talking negatively about him, rightfully so, but still it's negatively. But he's better with Blender than me. I mean, I've never used Blender, so he has. Wouldn't say he's a genius at it, but he's definitely better than me. You know?
Yeah.
So I tell him, just use Blender. You know, you already know how to make a 3D model in Blender. Just do it. No,
Thanks
it's
for
Blender
help.
for animations, not for my drawings. But just use it then for drawings. You know, it's just make things easier. So.
Hmm.
But I know how it will end anyway.
Yeah.
He will end up buying the same program as me, and then I'm going to be spammed again. It means Facebook notifications open or not.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah. Just to hide from him.
Yeah, yeah. No other reason. No one. That he's not a bad person. He doesn't mean that.
No, he's just frustrating, I suppose.
Be right back. Gonna get some water.
Okay.
Like the other friend that was more stalkerish about me to me, that was a bad person. That's someone I turned notifications off because it was all very much like real negativity.
Yeah. It's actively harming you, I suppose, at that point.
Yeah. This guy just wants, basically wants to improve himself, and he sees people he thinks that might be able to help him. I'm just not able.
Yeah. It's fair enough. He's seen, well, you do a thing, I want to do the thing, you help me do the thing. and yeah, it doesn't always work like that. You can't just assume things just work. But I suppose if he's not fully understanding of those kind of things and like how
No.
how it all works, and yeah.
I haven't had a reply yet. It was a full spam until I said no. Then his comics also. He's gonna get banned anyway.
Right.
He has only done a couple of what do you say pages yet because
Right.
someone said you gotta keep suspense, which he not that as a chapter a week or month, but a page, which he literally stops in the middle of the conversation, just like next page in 3 months, and then angry that no one really subscribes to it.
Yeah. There's a skill to have a reader hang on the last kind of frame to say, well, I want to continue this.
It's just really impressive how this dude really reads like a lot of things and just cannot think logically that it would be better to release a chapter instead of one page.
Yeah.
I did a small screenshot for his comic because I took a part that's not overly sexual. That's just, not everyone likes that. So
Cool. Let's have a look.
Also, he tries to make things overly sexual, but I don't always like get it because
Yeah.
his drawings aren't the best.
Again, certainly an art form to put kind of sexual content in there to make it kind of enjoyable and something you want to absorb, but not just creepy or weird.
Yeah, the odd thing was, for example, he made cheerleaders, and I just saw cheerleaders, but from his point of view, it had to be really hot, sexualized cheerleaders, but I
Mm,
didn't see it because his drawings aren't that good.
right.
But at some point, he's gonna do some very explicit scenes, and
Right.
that would definitely get him banned.
Yeah.
but that's his view of what's extreme or not is very like skewed
Mm,
because webtoon is not uh, it's not Nickelodeon, it's not that everything has to be PG there like extremely, but it just cannot have like it's a bit like Twitch with what you said with you can play The Witcher if the sex scenes happen where you see where you see a boob and a butt you won't get banned.
yeah.
Don't play a hentai game.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how webtoon is.
Yeah. If it works in the context, well, these characters naturally would end up in a situation where this scene would happen, and it makes sense for the story to go. Okay, these two characters have a connection, and it kind of pushes along the narrative. But they're just dropping it in because I decided that I want to see a sex scene.
Yeah, webtoon is like that. There can be sex
Mm.
scenes. There can be a scene in a strip club, for example, if it's but it cannot be about a strip club. It cannot be a pornographic release.
No.
So that's like how I explain it now to you is how I explain it to him. It cannot him. Ham is Dutch. Him.
Mm. Mm.
And he's like, okay, my stuff isn't extreme. It's also normal. And then he tells me what he's planning, and I'm like, it's. I
It's the
will not.
most
I will not
weirdest.
repeat. I will not repeat it here. It's
Mm.
so extreme.
Right.
The biggest issue with him is he thinks he's normal. He thinks his taste in, for example, certain types of anime, and I'm not gonna repeat on stream what kind of things he watches because that's really, really bad.
Mm.
He thinks everyone watches that because he watches it and he enjoys it, so everyone else should too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a bit of his style.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Like that. That looks okay.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not sort of. It's not like perfect, but I can see there's some kind of perspective in there. Like the people aren't great, but like everything else, like the hallway, the outdoor shot there.
And not, it's not like a
Yeah, he's
real big.
actually quite alright in making like buildings and yeah, mostly buildings, and this is just very simple like decor
Yeah,
decoration.
But
So
like,
he can actually do that with bits of perspective, but people that's just
yeah. Because I can see
another
it,
thing.
the people look very flat, but then that frame at the bottom there, it's so close that it doesn't matter so much because you're not going to see too much 3D in that bit. So
no, but like, if this was his style, it's his style. I've been reading the Dragon Ball manga literally from the 80s, and it's not around great, you know. It's with old
hmm,
techniques.
right, yeah,
That's okay, but thing like everything is quite flat. Like every looker is the same color. That means you know that there
mm,
should be some light in there. I mean, it doesn't have to be like that. This would be fine, but the problem is not that we think it's okay. The problem is that he thinks it's not yet.
right, gotcha, yeah,
And he makes this in Illustrator. That's fine.
hmm,
And he's like, it will be better if I don't use Illustrator, but if I use Jeffrey's program.
right, yeah,
And I just tried to explain to him, you will get the exact same drawing in Affinity because it's the same program. Basically, it's not like he just draws. Let's example those lookers. He draws those lines. He
yeah,
draws a square and he says turquoise or blue, whatever that is. And he expects it to be like some um, art he finds from other people online, or but in this case, mine he likes. It is nice for me that he likes my stuff, but he expects that if he has the right program, he draws that locker, and then it immediately has the right shadows and lighting falling on the locker to make it look a bit more realistic.
yeah, yeah,
That's the part I just cannot really get across to him. That it's not what's going to happen if you have to do it from program. I don't know the program where you can draw very flat and it immediately goes like realistic art.
yeah. The only thing you're gonna have that is if you have like a built-in AI enhancement or something.
Yeah.
Which I think Photoshop has been advertising they do have enhancements now. But I don't know whether it's just like it looks at it and goes, well, the lighting in here would be different, so it'll change it for you.
Yeah, I've tried. I have Affinity has the same. Has Adobe has everything. You can make websites, even like music recording programs. They have everything.
Yeah,
But when you take only the the graphic designing um, programs, so Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign, so a publishing program,
yeah,
those three a different company kind of like recreated, and um, I've been using like Adobe for a long while,
yeah,
but I prefer the versions of of the company Affinity that just have some bit different tools made in a bit more different way. I'm not even saying Affinity is better than Photoshop. It's just a direct competitor with exactly the same in a slightly different way. Which I just kinda let's say prefer.
yeah,
That's why it would be a complete waste if he has both of the like programs from two different companies.
I'm
yes,
gonna get a horse.
cool.
How will I?
Yeah, I might.
I first need to move one of my thingies.
No,
You
thank you.
know.
that's also the thing. Then he goes in with very high expectations. He buys the program, he starts it up, and it doesn't like. He snaps his fingers and it does what he wants, and it doesn't.
Hmm.
He immediately is very
The thing is,
disappointed.
you expect sort of. I suppose it's kind of his understanding of things, but like with Blender, he knows Blender, and that you can get some pretty cool things, but that's only because you're using the tools in there.
He's okay enough with it, I'd say.
Hmm.
Not great, like there's better things online, but then when it comes to illustrator programs, there's also better things online.
Yeah.
So I'll wait with buying because we need. Otherwise, if you want to buy something, you have to do it at the same time.
Yeah.
So what do I need? I need hardwood and iron bar.
Okay, I have my horse ready.
Yeah, okay, just getting the materials I need.
Yeah, today's last day.
Yeah.
So when we are ready, just tell me and I'll do my quick.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I am ready.
And you're next?
I'm ready.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'll share some more screenshots.
Cool.
You see the drawings now. Like in this screenshot, he actually does some. He makes some scientific items or whatever you say, and some satellites. Those are, in my opinion, like okay.
Yeah, he's probably a little bit like me in the sense that I'm pretty good with like technical style drawings. Like if you asked me to give me an object and told me to draw it, I could do that. But if you wanted me to draw a person or an animal, I can't draw.
Yeah, I think he's very okay with his the way his humans look. So if that's like you said, that's the first thing you notice. You were like, man, it's less.
Hmm.
He's okay with how the shapes of his humans. So if that's the case, like it's his comic. I don't be happy.
Yeah.
It's just he wants that more, less flat,
Yeah.
which is okay, but that's something you have to. You draw a second layer in in slightly different color, etc. And that's the part he just doesn't want. He wants it to automatically be like, bam,
Hmm.
there it is. Yeah, the closest thing I would say is AI, but
Yeah. You need some kind of enhancement tool which you can draw a thing and it looks at it and goes, well, this is what I think it needs, and so I can guess in with him like having AI generated art would probably be exactly what he's after, but it doesn't really work with his skill.
no, he hates AI.
Yeah.
So he's very against it. Although like it's a bit rightfully so, but
Yeah. But effectively what he's after is an AI generator, but he doesn't want to use the AI.
there's already the problem if I tell them like, okay, if I end up finding a program that uses AI to fill in the blanks you leave in the details. He's like, yeah, but I don't want AI.
Hmm.
But that's difficult. But AI doesn't have to only be like the AI programs where you say, give me a cat on a skateboard, and there you have the picture. It's also like anything is artificial intelligence if it's able to follow you without you commanding it.
True. Yeah.
Even when. Like NPCs screaming at me in GTA 5 because I run them over. Also AI, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to explain that. Someone that's very much not open to info. So it's 10:15 for us.
Yeah. Do you want to do one more day after this, and then you go for a dog walk, or are you doing dog walk before them?
That's up to like that. I could go to 1 a.m. for example, you know.
Hmm.
I know you can't. So I'm more like it's 14. We could do one more day after, then we go 10 minutes earlier, and then we do one or maybe 2 days, depends how long they are, so we can stop at 11, or you're like, let's just
I'm quite happy stopping after one more day. Depends. It's all. You say you got to stop to sort the animals out. So it's no point kind of waiting around just to do a little bit after the animals.
yeah, I just wonder if 50 minutes is long enough for one day.
Hmm. They're usually a Stardew day is roughly about 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's okay, 3 minutes extra doesn't matter. Different day is better for next. I'm okay with that, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah, all the days are pretty much going to be the same for me, so.
No, I don't mind if it's a bit early sometimes. It's a bit short, you know, it's less. How do you say? I don't mind, but there is no English word for that. Since I'm tired last 2 days, I'm speaking a lot of Dutch when I don't mean to.
That's okay. Yeah, eventually we'll learn Dutch.
You learn the language of the only country that does not make any effort of trying to have others learn their own language.
Yeah. Be completely different if it was French.
Yes.
And there are a lot of French people who know perfect English and still refuse to speak it.
Yeah, that is true. Like I think it's more common now for a lot of, at least a portion of immigrants, to have them learn English instead of Dutch.
Okay.
If they don't already speak English.
Yeah, I suppose if it becomes a more useful language.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I speak English to some extent, but I've been into restaurants where no one spoke Dutch
Right.
in my own country, and then I feel like I don't really mind myself, and some people get angry because of nationalistic ideas. That's not really, it's a bit exaggerating, but that's not how I think. But I do always think like if my grandmothers were still alive, they don't speak a word. Now they don't speak a word of anything, but they don't. They didn't speak a word of English when they were alive.
Yeah.
So let's say they went to get a pancake or a sandwich, then they literally wouldn't have been able to get help in their own country.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a bit.
Yeah. That's
I'm not saying
understandable.
you have to force everyone to learn a language, but at least have one employee. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
When
it's good if immigrants or refugees work at places, but at least have one employee that speaks Dutch because there are so many people in this country that just don't speak one word of English.
Mostly old people and children.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fully understandable. That we there needs to be able to speak the nation's language
Yeah.
somewhere in there. Like if it was in the UK and we walked into a restaurant where no one spoke English, there'd be a lot of unhappy people.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I have the feeling my country is the only one that's so far away from its own language.
Hmm.
Well, maybe the Irish, but
Yeah.
or the Welsh, but more like
Yeah. I think even like in Wales, they're not even teaching the Welsh language in a lot of schools now. They're just kind of just going straight into English.
yeah, I've read that. No, but of course in elementary school it's just Dutch here, and so it's
Mm.
high school.
Yeah.
But then when you go out, when you go in the middle of Amsterdam, I would be surprised if you told me if you and Ollie would go into the store and you would tell me, oh, there was a guy and he didn't speak English.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah.
So one more day?
Yeah.
But like, which I think it was kind of dumb or something, is that when I was still in art academy, I was doing an internship for Burning Man festival.
Okay.
It was really, really fun, but
Yeah.
then the teacher started to teach us in English.
Right.
When outside full of smoke, I spoke English to him. He said, "Yeah, I'm Dutch. You know, I'm born here. You speak Dutch now."
Hmm.
So I asked him, "Oh, are there some exchange students today that we did the class in English?" He said, "No, but
Hmm.
it's just we decided because it's the right academic language." And I'm like,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of dumb if you were if you were like 35 Dutch persons in one room and you refuse to speak your own language because of some kind of like you say. There's no real good reason for it, in my opinion.
No. Certainly not.
It just felt a bit dumb, a bit. You say like if people wanted to feel a bit special about themselves, feeling like international while they just random Dutch dude.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's a bit cringy for me.
Yeah. It's very odd to do that. Like if it was decided that that particular lesson would be English for a specific reason, fair enough. But just because it felt it.
No, but it's also like cringy for me because I know a lot of. I don't like anime fans, you know.
Hmm.
They're cringy people.
Yeah.
And I can say so because I've lived among them
Hmm.
for years. It was my main subculture. And there's a lot of these anime losers
Hmm.
that for some reason think it's cool to only speak English because it feels more like the internet. The explanation it feels more like the internet. So for me, it has a certain cringe value because of the people I know that do it.
Right, yeah.
I forgot why I started about it.
Yeah, you just wanted to say that they're cringe people.
Yeah, that's a valid enough point by itself.
And how did we bring up language?
Don't know where it started.
Ah, that's
I think it's because you were speaking Dutch and saying that eventually I will learn Dutch.
oh yeah. Unnecessary.
Hmm. I think at the very least learning how to pronounce Dutch would be quite useful. Like I already know some kind of pronunciation.
Does Ollie know Dutch because he likes the country so much?
He knows a little bit. I don't think he could speak Dutch. Because again, so many things are kind of friendly towards English, then it doesn't really encourage an English person to learn Dutch.
No, it goes really far in my opinion where Dutch people, even if you notice someone's really okay with Dutch,
Mm.
but you just notice they have a slight accent and not from here, they immediately like, let's switch to English.
Mm.
Well, I know my father says that in a case, which isn't the case for us, because you are a native English speaker, of course,
Yeah.
that he always tries to force someone out of his, when it comes to his job,
Right.
out of his native tongue,
Okay.
to get people on equal grounds.
Okay.
But he speaks multiple, he also speaks French and German.
Ah.
He does not, in his French office, he does not speak French to the French people because he's like, they have at some point, because they have because they are native speakers, they have a better knowledge of the French language. We're not going to have this conversation in French.
Right.
I'm going to force us both out of our native tongue so we're equal.
Okay, that's understandable. I can get where he's going with that.
But that's all on like higher business levels. So.
Yeah, it's kind of you putting both sides on an equal ground so no one's at an advantage. I know, because we have a lot of dealings with Dutch companies for work.
Yeah.
All the meetings we have are in English.
Yeah.
So I don't know anyone at work that knows Dutch. They just kind of maybe try and translate if they can through like Google, but
No Dutch person will ever expect it.
no. I think even we have like farms in Portugal. I think no one speaks Portuguese either.
No, me neither.
Yeah, we have one company in Portugal that grows plants for us, but most of our plants comes from the Netherlands.
Emily needs seaweed for a quest, and that gives you good hearts if you want to romance her again.
Okay.
The English is very important in my country.
Hmm.
I think at first in Almere, when I was 12 years old, I finished elementary school. And, we were looking at high schools,
Hmm.
and one of them gave all the classes in English,
Ah.
except Dutch.
Right.
So you would get math in English, history in English. father was very interested in that. He kind of wanted me to go there. I didn't like the school
Right.
itself. It was also the furthest away from. It was still within Almere, but it was the furthest away from my house.
Right.
In the end, maybe I would have stayed at that school because in the end, my personal pick wasn't great. But you know, but I don't think in England you have any schools where there's like, okay, you're getting math in French or Dutch or German.
Oh no, no, everything's in English. So there's no, the only sort of classes that aren't in English are specifically to learn the language.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Umid is and it's not like this was a special school in Almere. You know, it's like nationwide these schools exist. And I know Umid, who works as a history teacher now, is very against it because I don't know how it's like in England because like with our last thing, our high school systems are like vastly different.
Yeah.
That in your last year you have final exams.
Right.
3 of those are made by the school itself, and they together yeah, just can be are different from school to school. They make them themselves, and the last one is a nationwide exam. Every school has the exact same exams,
Gotcha. Okay.
and since they're the same for every student in our country, they will be in the same language.
Right.
So let's say I would have had 5 years of high school in English, where I've learned every formula and history event and term in by their English names. They will, my very final school day, I will get it's called a centralized exam from the government in front of me, and suddenly I need to write the Dutch names. I need to understand the Dutch texts,
Yeah.
and words can be very different.
Yeah.
So he's kind of against the concept because he says, yeah, you're gonna get problems in the end because a lot of people will just not understand certain, yeah, the fact that a certain event has just a completely different name in English and Dutch.
Hmm.
No, it's not even. It's a lot of times it's not direct translations.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand where he comes from there.
Yeah. That's gonna be. Yeah. I can't imagine. Trying to learn something in that particular language and then, yeah, having to recall it in a different language. Oh, just spotted Abigail hiding out by the wizard's tower.
Yeah, she goes there, please. Don't know why. Well, I do know why.
Just to see her father.
Yeah, she doesn't know it.
Hmm.
She has a certain urge to go there. It's never officially made like, okay, it's how it is, but there's a lot of like hints towards it.
Yeah.
Like Wizard claiming he thinks he has a unlawful child in the village. Caroline, Abigail's mother, actually claiming she would go to the wizard, sneak off to the wizard, but doesn't want to tell you what she did.
Right. Yeah.
I think Pierre, even if you have a certain event, tells he's afraid Abigail's not his.
Yes.
She has his hair color, the wizard, and says, I forgot when I actually dyed it, it just keeps growing this color.
Ah.
She said. Stardew is filled with all those kind of interesting things.
Yeah, I quite like it because it's not super strong on the story, but there's little kind of things happening that if you want to read them, then they're there.
Yeah, the story itself from the game, it's pretty simple, but there is so much depth into the characters,
Oh yeah,
which is really impressive, to be honest.
yeah,
Yeah, especially how like what do you say? I'll kill the game.
cool.
When you start this game, like I went into it blind.
Yeah,
I had this one friend, Bart, that he's my friend that's good with computers. That wants to be a forester.
okay, yeah, yeah.
He asked me to play this game, so we got it. And I started this game and I was like, okay, it's very simple farming simulator. And, there's some villagers and they're all like living a happy rural easy life. And the more you meet them, the more they all have a certain trauma in the past. And that he did it quite interesting.
Oh, the pepper pigs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go give Ozzy his food before he gets too angry.
Okay. Well, thank you for the games, and I'll speak to you on Wednesday when I'm doing some more game dev stuff.
Yeah, see you on Wednesday. Thanks for the games, and
Yeah.
good luck on the new job.
Yeah, I'll be going offline now.
Yeah, thanks for the games. Good luck on the job next.
Thanks, guys.
Nice.
Was today your first day?
Yeah, today was my first official day.
Okay. Or the second day?
Well, good luck on the second day, official
good luck.
second day of your job.
Good luck being able to wake up, because for me that's always problematic.
It's usually problematic for me too.
So I always feel bad for the people that have to wake up early.
Same.
Have a good night. We'll see. Maybe I'll be live next Monday.
Cool. Okay.
That's the 2nd of December, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, close to my birthday. I think that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Like,
Good night.
And Nick, I'll speak to you when you're ready.
Yeah, speak to you shortly. I'll just go feed the animals.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Cool. Thanks everyone for joining. Sorry it's a short one. It's going to be Stardew Valley is going to be finishing around this time each Monday now, because we do need to get some rest. So I hope you don't mind. We're still getting a couple of hours worth of streaming, which is about on par with every other stream day. But until then, hope you have a good week. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. We're back on Wednesday with some more game dev stuff, working on Unity and Blender. And then back again, guaranteed for Stardew next Monday. Don't think there's anything on Friday. Nothing's planned for Friday, but watch this space. I might stream, might not, no guarantees. Fridays are as I feel these days. But definitely on Wednesday I'll be there. So I hope you have a good week. Have a good night, and I shall see you Wednesday. Good night.